was in a doctor's office that Jimmy Choi's course was forever changed.
When they told me that I had Parkinson's, it was anger and disbelief. There's no way that I could have Parkinson's because I'm only 27 years old. As far as I'm concerned, it was a disease for older people.
The news sending the young father of two into a downward spiral.
I want to call it our dark years. I watched my very active, lively husband go from that really fun person to someone who's angry all the time.
I was in heavy denial, and I went for the first 8 years of my diagnosis.
He became very angry, depressed, and it was sad.
Buttoning a shirt, tying their shoes, shaving. These are things that I have trouble with, that people take for granted. At one point, I was walking with a cane and I weighed over 240 pounds. At that moment, I knew I had to do something.
After reading that even a little exercise could slow the progression of the disease, Choi took the first step.
That one time around the block became 2. The next thing you know, I wasn't walking anymore, I started jogging.
1 mile became 2, 2 miles became 3.
He started talking about races, and he wanted to do 5K races.
Less than 3 years later, Choi crossed the finish line at the Chicago Marathon.
I think he got addicted to the bling because all of a sudden there's lots of medals.
Those one mores have added up to 1 ultra marathon, 15 marathons, more than 100 half marathons.
Each one with his wife and kids cheering him on right to the finish line.
That's what I want my kids to take away from this. It's going to be hard, but I want you to know how to handle the hard.
16 years after his diagnosis, Jimmy Choi is almost unrecognizable.
I feel in my mind that I've wasted 8 years of time, and I wanted to make sure that I now use this and help motivate others. If I can get another person out of the chair, if I can get that another person up.
A message he took to the big stage to compete on American Ninja Warrior.
A foxy effort out of Jimmy Choi.
Having a platform like American Ninja Warrior allowed me to spread awareness at a level that I never thought I could before.
He didn't beat that buzzer, but out of all the contestants, Choi was the one people couldn't stop talking about.
I'm so incredibly proud for him to just even stepping onto that stage.
This month, Choi is back in the gym, pushing harder than ever.
Better every day. What can I do today that's more than yesterday?
Prepping for his 3rd and final run on American Ninja Warrior.
I'm going to give it my all. I'm going to leave nothing behind.
But a trail of light and inspiration for every person with their own challenging obstacles.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
Now, you know why I thought about this for days afterwards? So Jimmy Choi and his wife Cheryl, they have made this their cause and purpose. They're speaking on stages across the country and raising funds for a cure. They've raised $390,000 to date.
That's incredible.
And they're hoping that sharing that story will help motivate others so that the newly diagnosed don't have to go through those dark years that they did. We're going to post a link to the Michael J. Fox Foundation. That's the one they're so involved in if you want to donate, fundraise, or even participate. And it's funny because when he did the Chicago Marathon, there was no spots left. That's how he got involved with this Michael J. Fox thing. He was like, oh, well, there's a Parkinson's charity.
Right.
There was 1 bib left.
Wow.
And he says to this day, like, I'm now convinced that bib was meant for me. Yeah.
And it all started by going around the block once, and then twice, and then 3 times.
Right. I mean, slow, little baby.